Experts on anything, but we know what the pressing current event is. So first and foremost, if anybody has any questions regarding the swine flu, please ask them now.
What is the swine flu?
Can you raise your hand? This is freaking school. You.
I keep seeing this thing on the news about the swine flu, but I don't understand it because all I do is just watch the news and not actually understand.
So do you have a problem that we can solve, or
What
are you
is
just
it?
going to ask questions? It's not a problem. Okay, guys. Back to basics. We need a problem. So, say, do you have a friend who's infected with the swine flu?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, she has a friend who's infected with the swine flu.
All right, now what you're going to want to do, and I know this from experience, not dealing with swine flu, but most pandemics. Now what you want to do is get yourself some villagers, a lot of them. Now round them up and just tell them that he is infected by Satan. Now they're going to naturally get out their torch and pitchfork supply. Every village has a good arsenal of that. And they'll probably take care of your friend for you.
And I'll just add to that, that's a fantastic basis for a foundation for eradicating swine flu. I'm actually pretty sure there's an APO subsection of pigs. And if there's not, then I guess they're just fat people. What you're going to want to do... Now listen, okay, listen. We're talking about a very serious issue here. I would appreciate you to laugh at these poor unfortunate heavy breathers. Basically, what you're going to want to do is just, encourage people to just eat less food and get some exercise every 30 minutes.
You know, I actually have to build off of both of these ideas, but first we need to look at it from another approach. It's two words, swine and flu, and we need to separate them, which leads to the problem is with pigs. And there's too many pigs running around right now, and people have them. So if we're going off of the heavy breathers, as you put it, we need to take their pigs away from them, turn it into bacon, and throw it at them. And as they run away, they will no longer have that whole swine part. That just leaves the flu, and the only cure for that is ethnocide.
Okay, does anybody else have a problem? Any problems?
My grandma just died of swine flu. What should I do with her body?
Well, I'm sorry to start. That's an issue that everyone has to face. People dying of swine flu. I would say I'm a little bit concerned because if statistics prove right, you're a 2-year-old your grandmother is a 2-year-old Mexican. Probably want to get that checked out first and foremost. Because if I am also correct, your grandmother is an illegal immigrant. Just check your green card first, and then you can come back and ask that question.
I agree, that's something you should be doing first. However, yet again, we need to look at it, and swine is delicious. And by the transitive property, your grandmother's delicious.
I don't really think they've quite answered your question too much, but I think I can handle this regardless. All right, well, we're dealing with, obviously, someone who's delicious and from Mexico. Now, I believe that puts your grandmother in the category of chorizo. Now, what you're going to want to do is just get a bunch of tortillas, invite all your friends over, and just drop it in the crock pot with some onions, a few jalapenos. You're going to have a great time.
Tortillas are delicious. It's like Chipotle.
Yes, you there, blue shirt.
Okay, so I have swine flu. Given this, how do I tell my roommate that his girlfriend's a bitch?
Well, there's a very easy way to do this. First off, you need to leave a passive-aggressive note on this computer. Then you need to cough all over his keyboard, and you can give him 2 problems at once.
Well, as far as I know, there is no cure for swine flu, so you should have a pretty clear conscience about this. Tell him however you want. In fact, tell her. Tell everyone. Because you're really just going to turn into a martyr with this whole disease thing.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're one of the many people who don't die of it, which would be most of them.
Well, yeah, and building off of that, I mean, this will be your wish, for your Make-A-Wish. And what you can easily do is wish your friend's girlfriend away. And from personal experience, the Make-A-Wish people can make anything happen. They fall outside of the bounds of any legal system, so you'll be fine.
One more question. You who are not in the troop.
So I'm graduating soon, and as we all know, the job market kind of sucks right now.
Ouch.
How can I use swine flu in the stimulus package to kind of give myself a boost?
All right, now what you want to do is, now I've heard a lot about these things. They're called shell corporations. Now what you want to do is you just want to start some kind of nonprofit. We've got quite a bit of experience dealing with swine flu-related charities. So what you're going to want to do is just create a false charity, start making some commercials for it, advertise the crap out of it, and you should get enough donations to sustain yourself until probably 2 or 3 recessions.
Yeah, and I think, and we brought up about the stimulus package, that's great. Obama has a very vested interest in pork. And you can interpret that as a racist joke or a political joke. But I really want to emphasize the fact that Obama loves pork.
Well, both of these guys are correct. I need to go with a different approach. You see, I am also graduating, so I will give you the technique that I've been using. You have to create new jobs, and the only way to do that is to spread swine flu to the top of the corporations. And when they're not there anymore, you've got a job. And if they're great, you can give them swine flu too.
All right. Well, that's about all the questions we can take, but thank you very much.
Thank you.